Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a special bulletin. I'm Victor Smith. President Biden has just delivered his State of the Union address. I'm here live with Prussian Dixie and Crochet Undying, who both watched the address, as did I. I want to get your thoughts first, Prussian Dixie, because you were the one who was streaming it for us tonight.
One thing I really want to point out was Vice President Kamala Harris. The entire time, whenever they would show her, I'd look at her face, and she had this expression of, "Why are you still alive, Biden? Why are you still here?" Like, she just looked so unhappy. She looked like she just hated it. And then you had Pelosi, who was just like, "Oh, yes, yes, yes!" Compared to Trump, when she was like, "Ugh, you're disgusting. Ugh." I was the first thing I really noticed. And then I also noticed something that I found really interesting had to be Senator Collins of Maine, Senator Susan Collins of Maine, who is known as a more moderate Republican, usually more of a swing kind of voter in the Senate. And when Biden was saying some of the policies he wanted to enact, like more child support, more oh gosh, what was another one? Basically saying he wanted to secure the border, but he couldn't say build the border wall, of course. Collins, all of those times they would pan to Collins, and she would be shaking her head, just like no. Like, she didn't agree. And I found that really interesting because she is much more of a moderate kind of Republican. And the fact that she was shaking her head like, I don't, it just kind of spoke to me, you know?
Of course. And if anybody else has joined this chat right now, go ahead and give your thoughts. I'm sorry that I'm not really introducing anyone right now. I'm busy.
Are you recording or something?
Yes.
Okay. I mean, like I said in the text thing, just Biden appears to be stealing half of Trump's platform.
Yes, he did. That is the other thing that I noticed.
He said something like, we call that building a better America. It's like, yeah, well, Trump called that make America great again, It's like,
well, he can't say that. If he says that, then his head's going to be on the line.
Of course. And the other thing that I was really struck by, not just the fact that he kind of stole a lot of President Trump's rhetoric, but that at some points you felt that he could not string a complete sentence together that was coherent.
Okay, hold on. On that subject, was it just me, or did he say Iran when he meant Ukraine at one point?
I've seen a lot of other people say that.
Because it sounded like when he meant to say something to the effect of, like, they can fill Kiev with tanks, but they'll never win the hearts of the Ukrainian people. It sounded like he said they'll never win the hearts of the Iranian people.
Yes, and other people have said the same thing. So the thing that I really notice a lot about is every single moment it seemed like the whole chamber was clapping.
Yeah.
Every single thing that was said. I mean, I get it.
I mean, like that.
I guess the reason that was happening is because Republicans, didn't want to be like when Trump was president, when Democrats would just sit there, just like, ugh. They were trying to be respectful, and I can understand that.
Yeah, absolutely. But let's, my thoughts on the speech as a whole all boil down to the following. He had plenty of opportunity when he was talking about unions. He was talking about other things related to workers. He could have mentioned the sad news out of Major League Baseball today. He chose not to.
I have no idea.
Probably wasn't in the script. that they made sure to rehearse when he was out in Delaware.
Well, it couldn't have been in the script because it was just announced today.
I know, that's what I'm saying. It couldn't have been in the
I mean,
script.
yeah. I mean, but still, you could have at least riffed off of that. And for those of you who don't know, as of the time of this recording, which is about 10 p.m. Eastern Time on Tuesday, Major League Baseball has announced that the first 2 series, that is, the first 6 games of the Major League Baseball season, have been canceled due to the failure for Major League Baseball and for their Players Association to come together with a new collective bargaining agreement by today at 5 p.m.
Nope. That sucks.
That stinks for baseball lovers.
Yeah, which, if baseball is America's pastime, could he have not just taken 60 seconds to say shame on you for not starting baseball on time? Anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess that boils down to if he knows about it.
Kind of hard to escape it with all the national consensus sort of talking about it, but let's get your thoughts on the speech as a whole there, Leon.
I mean, I don't mean to sound arrogant, but I think it was what I expected it to be. Of course, you open up with the whole Russian-Ukrainian war. You have a bipartisan just clapping for that for about 15, 20 minutes. Then he moves on to economic policies, your typical left-wing Democratic. We're going to get the economy under control. We're going to get it better again. We're going to take down the rich, the elite, the corporations. And then you sprinkle in a few social justice things, trans rights, and so on and so forth.
Again, we mentioned this a lot on our podcast, but President Biden says that he is Catholic. And he, tonight, in the last couple minutes of his State of the Union address, said we need to do things that go against...
Being Catholic is a joke.
Anyway, I suppose we can end the recording here.
If I could actually say one thing.
Of course.
I felt like, so he made comments about, unity and whatever. But in my opinion, basically everything he said about that is hollow without mentioning the fact that a lot of the disunity is coming from his side of the aisle.
Well, absolutely. Well, okay. But I will counter that with the Republican response to, in the immediate aftermath of the 2020 election that put Joe Biden in the White House.
I mean, that's fair.
Anyway, we have come to the end of this special bulletin recording. We will continue to discuss this off air. So may God bless you and may God bless the United States of America.